Now, last year in England and Wales, cases of shoplifting reported to the police shot up by 24% year on year to almost 300,000 reported crimes. That's why you see so many security tags on food in the supermarkets. Some supermarkets have even started putting dummy items out on display, dummy jars of coffee, for example, so that those things can't be stolen. Retailers are also fitting security systems and they're hiring private security firms. Lucy Brown, what's John Lewis doing?
Some similar things, in fact. So we have a whole wave of things going on, things to deter people from shoplifting before it takes place. We have guards on doors. We report everything, so we have internal reporting and we report to the police. One of the things being well publicised, we're calling our love bombing, so making sure we're offering excellent service to deter people that might be thinking about stealing from us.
Because if your staff are nice to people, you find that people won't steal from you so readily.
Our trials show that actually it's a really big deterrent to people, good customer service. Yeah, so we're doing that. And beyond that, we've got a really good CCTV network with good images that we're able to use to identify people. And we've got body-worn video cameras actually in John Lewis and Waitrose now, which our partners can wear and can switch on. Not only does it deter crime if people know they're being recorded, but can also de-escalate situations.
Because it's dangerous for staff if they try to intervene.
We don't want anybody to intervene. We tell our partners to step back and let people go, frustrating as it can be sometimes. And we wouldn't want anybody to put themselves in harm's way. But the people who are out and about stealing, we don't know who they are or what is going on for them. So we absolutely don't want any partner in harm's way. So we always say, we'll record and we'll report and we'll deal with it.
Well, David McKelvey runs one of the private security firms that are used by retailers. It's called TMI. David, why do retailers need to bring in security firms? I mean, why can't they just report these crimes to the police and then people are prosecuted as a result?
Two things, really. The first thing is that the police response isn't always adequate. Sometimes they'll respond, sometimes they won't. If they do respond, quite often they won't actually arrest anybody. Second thing is... security firms are fine, but there's got to be an outcome. And the reality of life is that unless you are prepared to enforce the law, these people will continue to commit offences. And as you just heard Lucy say, quite a lot of the stores have a non-intervention policy, and unfortunately the shoplifters know that. And they will, we've seen footage recently where they just literally will walk in day after day after day and just clear the shelves in front of the store staff and in front of security who take no action.
So what do you do? I mean, what would a company like yours do then?
Well, we actually catch these people and we prosecute them in the criminal courts.
So if you were employed, sorry, just trying to understand, sorry to interrupt you, but if you were employed then by a company like John Lewis and you saw somebody, your people saw somebody clearing the shelves, you would approach them, you'd apprehend them, you'd chase them if you had to?
Yes.
And then you would bring a private prosecution?
Yes, yeah. It's no different to the police. We won't deal, we haven't so far dealt with juveniles or people suffering from mental health issues. We won't deal with, clearly homeless people who are stealing to survive. But those organised shoplifting teams that go out on a daily basis, stealing to order, and those that do so for drugs and alcohol addictions, we will catch them. We will, if it's in the public interest, prosecute them, and we will convict them. We've not lost a single case at court. We've done over 1,000 private prosecutions. We have a 100% conviction rate. All of our convictions get recorded on the police national computer. We work very, very closely with the police, and we report all of the offences that we prosecute as crimes, and they all get cleared up as crimes on the police systems. It's an absolute no-brainer because it reduces the resources that police have to put into retail crime. If we do need to call them, they come very quickly and support us. But ordinarily, most people are prepared to give you their name and address to avoid going to a police station and spending 12 to 16 hours in a police station if the police do get called. And the prosecution is done by way of summons, and they go to court. And it's always been my opinion that it's only a court of law that can make a decision as to whether someone is guilty or innocent of a crime, and it's only a court of law that can then sentence them for that crime or give them the help they need. If it's a drug abuser or drug user, then the court can impose drug rehabilitation orders or alcohol prevention treatment centres, and there is an outcome if they don't attend.
So Lucy Brown from John Lewis, you said you're using enhanced security. Do you use a company like that who will apprehend the people that your staff are told to just leave alone if they're shoplifting?
So we have third-party guarding in place, but we are reliant on the police to come when people are stopped in order to kind of arrest them and take them through the criminal justice system.
But Lucy, as David was saying, the shoplifters know that no one will go after them, and therefore they're just coming in day after day. Do you think we might be reaching a kind of turning point where you'll have to have people, who will do this work that the police used to do but can't seem to do now?
I think there's an increased focus because of cost of living, but it's not just about that. There's still a prevailing view that shoplifting is a victimless crime, and I hope what you're hearing from the conversation today and the reports that have been put out and other things, that it's not. It has a real impact on people. It has an impact on workers. It has an impact on the prices that we have to charge for things. And I think it's about working together as a collective if people are abusing substances, to get them the help that they need, and if they are organised and committing crimes, to get them arrested and dealt with through the criminal justice system or rehabilitated as necessary.
Lucy Brown, Chris Noyce, David McKelvey. Lucy Brown, what's